The story of Benny Hill and his long-running television comedy is one of global fame, physical humor, and eventual controversy. For decades, his shows entertained millions with fast-paced sketches, slapstick chase sequences, and playful parody. Yet behind the laughter, changing cultural attitudes gradually reshaped how audiences viewed his style of comedy. What once felt harmless and cheeky began to be criticized as outdated and offensive. This narrative explores his journey from humble beginnings to international success and the controversies that eventually contributed to the decline of his program, including one widely debated sketch that shaped public perception significantly. Early life Alfred Hawthorne Hill, later known as Benny Hill, was born in Southampton in 1924, though some records suggest 1925. He grew up in a family with modest means, where entertainment already had a distant presence through his grandfather, who had worked as a circus clown. His father ran a surgical appliance shop, providing stability rather than show business glamour. Hill attended school locally and left with no direct path into performance. Before fame, he worked varied jobs including retail, delivery, driving, and music, each contributing to his understanding of everyday characters that later shaped his comedic performances on stage and television. War service during the Second World War, Hill was called up for military service and trained in the Royal Electrical and Mechanical Engineers. His role involved maintaining and repairing vehicles and equipment essential to military operations. He also served as a truck driver and searchlight operator, contributing to defense efforts during critical campaigns. In 1944, he was deployed to Normandy, placing him in a major theater of the Allied advance across Europe. Later, he joined the Combined Services Entertainment Unit, where performers entertained troops. This experience gave him confidence on stage and introduced him to professional performance under challenging and disciplined conditions. Early career in radio Benny Hill's early entertainment career began in radio, where he appeared on popular variety programs that showcased comedic and musical acts. His debut in the late 1940s marked a turning point, as audiences quickly responded to his timing and expressive delivery. Radio allowed him to develop strong vocal performance skills and adapt sketches for purely auditory storytelling. Although success was uneven at first, he gradually built recognition and confidence. These experiences helped refine his comedic instincts and prepared him for television. He learned how to structure jokes, pace routines, and engage audiences without visual support, shaping his future style significantly. Television breakthrough. He transitioned to television in the early 1950s, where visual comedy expanded his creative possibilities. His first appearances demonstrated his ability to combine physical humor with expressive facial performance. Television gave him a platform to reach wider audiences, and he quickly became recognized for his adaptability across formats. By the mid-1950s, he had established a successful television presence with a show built around sketches, impressions, and character-driven humor. This period marked his rise as a household name, as audiences embraced his blend of slapstick and parody. This success established the foundation for his long-running television career worldwide audiences. BBC era. During his BBC years, the show developed a distinctive sketch-based format inspired by music hall traditions. He worked with a regular group of performers and writers who helped shape recurring characters and comedic routines. Slapstick humor, visual gags, and parody became central to the program's identity and audience appeal. One of the most recognizable elements was the use of recurring supporting characters who enhanced comedic timing. This period cemented his reputation as a leading television comedian with broad audience popularity. His sketches often featured exaggerated physical humor and carefully timed visual storytelling techniques that defined his classic style comedy. Transition to Thames Television. In 1969, the program moved from the BBC to Thames Television, marking a significant shift in production style and format. The new format allowed longer specials with more elaborate sketches, musical sequences, and extended chase scenes. International distribution expanded rapidly, bringing the show to audiences across more than 100 countries. Production values increased, and the program became known for its fast-paced editing and energetic physical comedy. The series reached peak popularity during this era, becoming a major international television export. It combined humor, parody, and spectacle in a format that appealed to wide audiences, achieved worldwide commercial success. Global success and style Benny Hill became an internationally recognized comedy figure, known for his fast-paced physical humor and silent film-inspired routines. His performances relied heavily on visual storytelling, allowing audiences from different countries to enjoy the humor without language barriers. He developed a signature style combining slapstick, parody, and recurring character-based sketches. The chase sequences that ended many episodes became a defining feature of his work. These sequences used accelerated filming techniques to heighten comedic effect and absurdity. Audiences around the world embraced the energetic and chaotic humor presented on screen, making him a global television comedy icon figure worldwide. Controversy and changing reception. Although the program remained popular, criticism grew during the 1980s as cultural attitudes toward comedy began to change. Some sketches were later viewed as outdated or offensive by sections of the audience and media commentators. The use of visual gags, objectification, and repeated chase sequences became a point of debate. One controversial sketch in particular intensified criticism and contributed to changing perceptions of the show. Despite the backlash, the program continued to air for several more years. Eventually, declining viewership and mounting controversy led to its cancellation. This marked a significant turning point in the history of television comedy worldwide. Decline and final years. As the show progressed into its later years, production schedules became more demanding, and public expectations shifted significantly. The creative formula that had once felt fresh began to appear repetitive to some viewers. International popularity remained, but domestic reception became more divided. Television critics increasingly reassessed the program in light of changing social norms. Eventually, the series was discontinued after decades of broadcast history. Its legacy remained significant, influencing later generations of physical comedians. Although its run ended, the program continued to influence television comedy through its distinctive visual humor, energetic pacing, and globally recognized performance style across generations' audiences. Conclusion: the legacy of Benny Hill's television career remains complex, reflecting both widespread popularity and significant cultural debate. His work entertained global audiences for decades, becoming a defining example of physical comedy in broadcast history. At the same time, changing social values led to reassessment of some comedic elements. This duality of admiration and criticism continues to shape discussions about his influence. The program's fast-paced sketches and chase sequences remain widely recognized today. It stands as a notable example of evolving television humor across generations. Its influence endures even as audiences continue to debate its place in comedy history worldwide.